Hello, it's Megapilot Joe. Welcome back to my channel. This is my second time doing my live stream. If you remember a few weeks back, I did a live stream of one of the flights from Manila to Iloilo and back using the Cebu Pacific A321. So now we're here at Bob Hope Airport, I believe is the name of this airport. Yes, Bob Hope Airport in Burbank. This is one of the new airports that have 3D buildings added to it in the latest update. So a new update for Infinite Flight came out yesterday, and as we go along this live stream, I will just try and show what are some of the new things that they added. So right now it's around 6:50 a.m. in the morning. We're scheduled to leave the gate at 7 a.m. Yeah, that's right. So today we are Southwest Flight 1842 from Burbank, bound for San Francisco in California as well. And then after we reach San Francisco, we will do a quick turnaround and come back here to Burbank. So that is our plan for today. So let's go. We're here at the gate at Terminal A. So our aircraft is still not yet configured. So before that, I would like to show not sure, I'll show that later. So for now, let's just connect the bridges. Oh wait, I don't think there's bridges. Okay, there's no bridges at all, so it's fine. So let's just go ahead and set up the aircraft. So now let's turn on our navigation lights, and we can turn on our battery and the auxiliary power unit. So I hope the stream is going fine so far. I have kind of a new setup today. So if it works well, if it goes well for the stream, then that's what I'm gonna go with for the rest of everything. Yeah, if you get what I mean. And our aircraft has been set up. So now I will be showing you guys the route that we'll be taking for today. So I hope you can see it on my screen right now. Maybe I can make it a little bigger. Maybe, you know what? Let's do this. So now it's much bigger. So this is our flight plan. You can see from Burbank to San Francisco. Okay, I highlighted the wrong thing. Our cruising altitude for the flight will be flight level 360. So we'll be taking the Oros 2 departure to Cores, then Makers, and to Surfer, and then we'll be arriving at San Francisco using the Surfer for arrival. So this is what our flight kind of looks like. And this is our flight plan. So we'll be taking in around 5.5 tons of fuel for this flight. We have 137 passengers and around 3.6 tons of cargo with us today. So now that we have done looking at this, we can go back and file our flight plan. Okay, let me turn this off. Okay, very nice. So from Burbank, let us depart using their Oros 2 departure, and our transition is Cores, so that we saw earlier. So if we look back, at our route. So we will go to makers and then surfer. So let's just fill that in. Makers and surfer. Makers. I think makers will be enough. Makers. Whoop. Makers. There you go. And then we will go all the way to San Francisco. And then we can put in our arrival, which is the surfer for arrival. And there we go. Okay, so now we have finished filing our flight plan. I think it's a good time where I show you the charts for them as well. So we go to our charts page. This is our chart for Bob Hope Airport. So we will taxi on Charlie, and then we will take off via runway 08. And this is our standard instrument departure, the Oros 2 departure. It's taking a while to load, apologize for that. And here it is. Once we take off, we will maintain a heading of 210, and after which we will turn to the tiller waypoint onto Oros, and we go to Bark, I believe that's how you pronounce it, or Burke, or whatever, then to Midway, and then to Chorus. So that is our standard instrument departure for our flight today. Later on, before we arrive, then we will look at the arrival charts. For now, I almost forgot to set something up, so hold on a minute. Alright, so this is what I wanted to set up. I almost forgot to set up my in-flight assistant and IF operations. So here we are. We're just about done. Let's just set up our autopilot. So our cruising altitude will be flight level 360. So since we have no altitude constraints, so let's just put it all the way at flight level 360. We'll be taking off from runway 08. So runway heading is 79 degrees. So let's just put that 79 degrees. Oops. Okay, 79. Right. So now we can turn on our. Hold on a minute. It's not responding. There we go. So So we can turn on our signs. Just turn down the graphics a bit. It's kinda lagging. Turn this off. Okay. So this is one of the things that came along with the new update. And there we go, we're leaving right on schedule, 7 a.m. So the new update, they had a tag option. So once we click attach tag, there's the tow tag that appears right there. So now let's just push back out of the gate. Let's turn on our beacon lights as well. And let's start engine 2. This is beautiful. Hope I know how to operate this thing. Alright. Oops, too much. Alright, I think this is good enough. Oh, you can stop here now. So we will be taxiing on Charlie right in front over there onto runway 08. And we can detach the tag now. Any minute, okay, it's gone. And engine 2 is stable, we can start engine 1. Not here. Starting engine 1. And engine 1 is stabilized. Now we can switch off the APU. And okay, let's put our pitch stream. I think 25% would be good for this flight. And let's test our flight controls. Let me calibrate this real quick. Calibrate, and we can look at our flight controls from here. Okay, full left, neutral, full right, neutral, full up, neutral, full down, neutral. Oh, my screen's rotating, it's okay. Rudder, full left, neutral, full right, neutral. And our flight controls are good. And we can go ahead and taxi to the runway. We'll be using flaps 5 for takeoff. And let's tell, it's advised that we will be taxiing to runway 08. Let's go. Let me calibrate this again. Let's go. 10% on the power. And there we go. Very nice. We are taxiing. Let's test our brakes real quick. Our brakes are working. And we have an American 757 with us today. It's pretty cool. And then we'll be crossing runway 33. I think should have crossed it in front, but it's okay. Still quite new to the airport. Let me just cross over here for the time being. Okay, let's get back on taxiway Charlie as soon as we can. And we're clear of all runways. And here is also another new feature they added, and also which is something that I was really grateful they added, which is auto brakes. As you can see here, it really reduces the workload, especially takeoff and landing, where normally in real life they also use auto brakes, and in landing it's either set to low or medium depending on the length and the conditions of the runway. So I think we're taking off, so we'll be just setting it to auto brake max. That is protocol in real life. Auto brakes will be max. So what happens is during the takeoff roll, if there's any situation that forces us to reject the takeoff, once we idle the reversers, the auto brake will activate and it will put as much brake power, hence the name. And then the spoilers will also deploy. So as you can see, when I applied auto brake max, the spoilers also arm. So in case I perform a rejected takeoff, it will deploy. So right now we're just taxiing to runway 8. I think we can go a little faster than this. And look at that, the sun is rising behind us. So beautiful. We are about to reach runway 08. Let's slow down a little bit. Oh, I think I brake too hard. Don't want to go this slow. Let's advise them that we'll be taking off on runway 08. And we'll be departing west. Also, there was someone who was taxiing to runway 33, so I don't want any incident with him. Turn on strobes and landing lights. The scenery in this airport is actually quite beautiful. I've never really explored this airport. It's really, to be honest, one of the first times I ever flew from this airport. I'll be flying into this airport later on. So we'll see how it goes. Here we are, runway 08. Oh no, the sun is in front of us. In real life, it'll be really painful. It's okay though. It's not a problem at all. Let's line up on runway 08 and let's stop here real quick. So let's set up our V-speeds using the IF assistant. IF assistant, and we will autofill. So this is our V-speeds. V1 is 134, VR is 139, and V2 is 143. Cool. And then we can calibrate. Let me increase the volume of the simulator so you can hear something. I think this will be fine. Right, let's roll. %, the power. Take off. I think 85% will be good. Thrust set. Airspeed alive. $80 knots. 100 knots.
V1
rotate.
V2.
Very nice.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
And can pitch back down to 10 degrees. And we will climb all the way to 2500 and it will turn to heading 210. And here we are. We can pitch down a little bit and then we can reduce our thrust. And turn off our auto brakes. Right, speed check. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1 degree.
So I think 30 degrees of pitch should be fine. Right, we're accelerating. That's good. $30 bank angle I meant earlier, not pitch. Right now our pitch is 10 degrees. So we're turning very nicely. Speed check, flaps up.
Flaps up.
And then below 10,000 feet, we'll just be maintaining 250 knots. There's the airport below us. And there's the nice scenery. Ah, here's too loud. 6. Right, we can stabilize. Alright, 210 degrees. Alright, 10,000 feet. Landing lights can come off, and so are our seatbelt signs. So before our climb speed above 10,000 feet, we'll be maintaining 280 knots. So let's see, have an idea of where we are right now. And then we can turn on our LNAV. Right, 280 knots. Reduce our rate of climb. This is a nice view. Oh, 25. So I hope you guys can see my stream right now. We're climbing out of Burbank and we're heading on to San Francisco. It's relatively short flight today. The total air time is 54 minutes. So I'm guessing the whole flight will be around 1 hour, a little over an hour. And then it will just be the same when we go back. Right, 15,000, we can reduce our rate of climb to 2,000 feet per minute. So right now we're just climbing to our cruising altitude. So for now, let's just enjoy the wonderful scenery. The sun has risen. With that, let's have a view of the Pacific. I think it'll be better once we have completed it there. For now, we'll stay here. 20,000 feet, we can reduce our rate of climb further. Experiencing a little bit of turbulence. Sorry about that. Um, I accidentally disconnected my setup. Alright, we're back. Turbulence is picking up a little bit. But so far so good. Right now we have a 29 knot headwind. You can see here. Hopefully it won't affect our flight too much. Right, we've reached flight level 260. We can decrease our rate of climb even further. I think this is a nice view. Infinite Flight's graphics have really improved a lot. Looks amazing, really. So I think that now that we have reached the kind of calm and quiet phase of the flight, maybe it's a good time that alright, we're not really there yet. Let's speed up to Mach 0.78 so that'll be our cruising speed. Okay, about that, let's get back to what we're talking about. So my first impressions on the update, really happy at what Infinite Flight has done. They've added more 3D airports and also the pushback tug like you saw earlier. I just hope that there will be an animation for it, like it will drive from somewhere coming to the nose of the plane instead of just appearing and disappearing. But I think they'll sort it out soon. And what other things have they added? Maybe I can also show you the change log of the new update in case you haven't seen it yet. Let me just bring it up real quick. I don't have it loaded up, so just hold on a minute now. It's really taking a while to load. Apologize for that. But I'm loading up the changelog for Infinite Flight 2 update. So if I'm not mistaken, this is the new Avelo livery that came out, and this is Burbank Airport. If you were familiar with what it looked like earlier. So let's see what they added. So first off, this auto brake, which I said earlier, I was really happy that it was added for various reasons. The pushback truck, I also mentioned about it. It's still loading. Okay, Avelo Airlines, we already talked about that. And these are their new 3D airports. Quite a bit scattered across the world. So, this is the actual changelog. So they have the auto brake feature. They have the animated pushback truck and 3D airports and the Avelo livery. So far this update has been great. I don't think they said it in the changelog, but I really noticed an improvement in the graphics of Infinite Flight. I don't know if it's just me, but it actually improved. And here we are. We're tracking ourselves on lifelightapp.com. So this is where we are right now. And ladies and gentlemen, we have approached our cruising altitude. Let's turn on our VNAV. And since you have reached our altitude, I think now we can go ahead and bring up our arrival charts for San Francisco. Kilo Sierra Foxtrot Oscar. Let's load it up. Alright, I think it's loaded up. So we'll be going by the Surfer 4 standard terminal arrival route, or STAR for short. So this is the route we'll be taking later on. So we compare it to what is given in the simulator. So later on, we'll be we'll be entering the star via Surfer, and then Nerly at or above flight level 200, and we must maintain 280 knots. And then we will be we'll fly to waves in between flight level 190 and 15,000 feet, and still maintaining 280 knots. And then we'll fly to Epic between 15,000 and 10,000 feet, also still maintaining to 80 knots. And then we'll be flying to Follett at or above 8,000 feet while maintaining 240 knots. And then we will be flying to Eddy while maintaining 6,000 feet and still maintaining 240 knots. And as we near Eddy, that's where we'll decide based on the traffic on which runway we'll be landing on. I'm not sure if there's ATC at the airport, but most likely I'll be landing on runway 28 left. So let me just bring up runway 28 left ILS. Does a flight already have GLS, or do they not? Okay, they still do not have a GLS procedure. Right, so let's just do the ILS. So ILS or localizer runway 28 left. And this is our vector. So we'll be entering from Eddy, then to Sidby, and then we'll intercept the localizer over here. And then our minimums will be 200 feet radio altimeter, or 213 feet. So since this is a short flight, we'll be descending really soon. 60 nautical miles away from our top of descent. And there we go. We are on the way to Waypoint Surfer. And there we go. We have started our descent. No need speed brakes for now. let's go ahead and see the situation in San Francisco. Seems like I don't think there's a single plane there, so I think we can just approach runway 28 left. Don't think there's anything stopping us, so our initial approach fix is Eddie. There we go. Cool stuff. Passing flight level 300 at the moment. Alright, we have descended past level 280, so we can reduce our speed back to 280 knots. Right now we are approaching the waypoint nearly. So let's go back to the chart here. Hold on, it's loading. And early, I believe we are supposed to be at flight level 200 at 280 knots. So that's what we're at right now. Very nice. Now we are flying towards the waves waypoint. Pretty calm flight. Really like this. Hope you guys who are watching like it too. I apologize if there's some sort of lag or anything you're looking at, or the fact that the web pages take so long to load. I think it's just because of the processing power of the computer that I have right now. Really hope I can get a better unit sometimes. Sometime, I mean. Seems quite foggy down there in San Francisco, or is it just clouds? To be honest, I'm not sure. It's probably fog. What's the weather like at San Francisco? So 300 at 11 knots, 10 statute miles of visibility, few clouds at 600 feet. Altimeter doesn't really apply to us at all. So we're descending again to waves down to flight level 190. We're still maintaining 280 knots. Pretty scenic approach if you ask me. So we're now approaching 13,000 feet. So maybe at around 12,000 feet, we'll start slowing down to 240 knots. And then if we need to, we'll just use the flight spoilers. There's the San Francisco Bay right in front of us. Right, let's start slowing down to 240 knots. But luckily, the aircraft isn't that slippery, so it's slowing down just fine. But as always, if we need to, we will use flight spoilers. As long as we aren't above 260 knots, below 10,000 feet, and as long as we reach 240 knots before when we fly over Follett. I can see there's a Scandinavian jet on approach on runway 28 right, I believe, so it won't really be much of a problem for us. Alright, below 10,000 feet, let's turn on our landing lights and our seatbelt signs. Still cannot reach Unicom for San Francisco. We'll come up in a while. Oops. Let's set up our nav radios. So we'll be landing on runway 28 left. So let's set nav 1 for that. ILS runway 28 left. We're still quite far from the glides, but maybe once we reach the glide slope, we should be at around 180 knots by then. And before we conduct our final approach, I think we can set our minimums. So we saw earlier at the chart it was 213 feet. So I think I can still show it to you right now. Let me make it larger. So if you look at this, 213 feet. So we will fill that up inside our in-flight assistant. 213 feet. Okay. Once we reach Eddy, you'll start slowing down maybe to 220 knots. There we go, Unicom is there. We'll be announcing inbound, landing on runway 28 left. Probably straight in, yeah. So right now we're at left base of runway 28 left. Slow down to 220 knots. $210 knots now. 230 knots. We can set flaps 1.
Flaps 1 degree.
These are trim. And flaps 5.
Flaps 5 degrees.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 10 degrees.
And there's the Bay Bridge in front of us. We're coming very close. We're about to intercept the glide slope. And there we are, 180 knots. Good speed to intercept the glide slope. Our lights are on. Very nice. If you intercept the localizer, so we can arm approach mode now. Oh, hold on, man. Why are you doing that? That's one of the things I don't really like about APPR. It's so erratic. Alright, we can announce we're on final. Now let's start slowing down. I think we can just slow down manually. Flaps 15.
Flaps 15 degrees.
We line up the correct runway. Yep, we are. Flaps 25.
Flaps 25 degrees.
We'll be using flaps 30 for landing today. And gear down. Arm our spoilers. And we'll be using auto brake low. Then our final approach speed will be 135 knots. Flaps 30.
Flaps 30 degrees.
Our ground altitude is 3,000 if I'm not mistaken. No, it's 4,000 feet. So let's set our go around altitude. Alright, everything's looking nice so far. We just increase the trim so that everything will be stable once I disengage the autopilot. We have an outside view. And guys, I can read the chat. I can see all of you. Joven, Joseph, hello. Thanks for coming by the stream. I won't be talking much right now because I'm landing the aircraft, but once we have set this aircraft down, we will I can talk with you guys. Sorry for not reading the chat earlier. So 1,000 feet.
1,000.
Let me calibrate my phone so that nothing bad will happen. Alright, my aircraft. So right now only our auto throttles engage. I'll make some small inputs so we will stay on the center line. We'll stay on the glide.
500.
We're becoming a little low. Just climb up a little bit.
400. Approaching minimums.
Check.
Minimums.
Continue. Disengage the autopilot.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Oh, there we go.
Landing
We're down.
Spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted. Landing spoilers extended.
Oh, I think we bounced. Alright. Reversers out. Spoilers out. 70 knots. 60 knots. Very nice. I hope that was
Spoilers retracted.
a good landing. To be honest with you. We'll just exit the runway right in front over there. And the auto brake worked. That was nice. I love this. Very happy with how the auto brake reacted on this one. Let's just turn in here. I have no idea why there are no taxiway markings over here. Huh? What is this? It's okay. Let's just taxi out over here. We're gonna check our flaps
Flaps up.
and turn on our strobes and landing lights. Clear of all runways. Welcome to San Francisco, everyone. Not really sure what's going on over here. It's all good though. It's all good. While we're taxiing, we can now turn on the APU. Let's look at the map. Oh, no, I rather stuck. Okay, hold on, man. Don't do this to me. Let's just slow down. Let's see. Let's find where our stand is. Our stand, if I'm not mistaken, is gate Bravo 12. So I think it's around this area. Yep, that's Bravo 13. So it's around there. It's right in front. We hope that landing was smooth. So our flight time was 55 minutes. We're just 1 minute late. But it's fine. It's fine. Where's Bravo 12? It's Bravo 12. Let me slow down over here. Kinda confused with Bravo 8, Bravo 9. Okay, this is Bravo 12. Alright, so I'll turn in over here. One more gate. And this is where we will park. I don't think this gate has any stand guidance. Oh well. Never mind. I really hope this gate had stand guidance, so I could test it out. Never mind, it's okay. Let's just park it this way. Right. And welcome everyone. We have arrived at our gate. And let's shut down our engines. Shut the engines down. Turn off our beacon lights. And then we can call the jet bridge. Look at that. It's moving. Wonderful, wonderful. Right, I think that bridge is attached, I mean. So let's turn off the front and seatbelt signs. And we officially arrived at San Francisco. And let's let this baby rest for a while. And while I show you how I plan the next flight. But before we plan for the next flight, let's do this real quick. Let's go to IF operations. Oh yeah, I forgot to turn off our smoking signs. Let's turn that off as well, so that it will register. Let's generate the flight report. Oh my, that is not a great landing. Negative 265. Could be better. It's alright. Let me just change this. This is from my previous flight. Forgot my flight number. 1842. 1842. No comments. And we can create a report. The image should be fine. Save image. And let's go back. And now let's change our flight number. So now this will be the flight we will be taking going back to Burbank. I will wait for the page to load before I show it to you guys. Some reason it's really taking forever. This computer is just slow. There we go. So here we go. Let me just make it smaller. Southwest 1490. That is our flight for today. Going back to Burbank. So what I do is I just recreate flights. So since this is a flight in real life, that's why I flew there. So what we'll do, let's change our call sign. 1490. Boom. Very good. And now let's go ahead and plan our flight. So this is our previous flight plan. So we will start a new flight. It's really laggy. Alright, I think it's loading up right now. So let's just click. Okay, it has already generated the page. So KSFO. Wait, let's fill in the airline. Holy moly, this is so laggy. Trying Southwest SWA 1490. Press 0. There we go. 2 Kilo Bravo Uniform Romeo. That's Burbank. Using the same aircraft, the Boeing 737-700. Just wait for this to load. There you go. You can just leave this alone, like advanced aircraft options. That's really just a default. And optional entries, we can also leave those alone. Hopefully our flight will be shorter by a bit, since flying to San Francisco was a headwind. We met a headwind. So hopefully, I think once we leave San Francisco, we will be pushed by a tailwind. Our freight will be automatic. Departure runway 28 right. Arrival runway will be runway 08. No extra fuel. Don't really need it. So let's look at our let's look at the flight plan that they use in real life. And I just realized that we have to wait for so long again. Oh no. Okay, there we go. It's still loading, it's still loading. It will be around here. They'll show which flight plan they used. But I think it's only available for US flights. Ah, there you go. They use the SS-Stick 5 departure, Katina, Cisco. Alright, so let's try and follow that in our sim brief. So this is the trick. This is the trick. Just find a number. Because I'm using a free version. The database isn't updated. So I just have to really just do trial and error. Is it 3? And what is this thing? Let's try something else. Let's try something else. What if we do this? It's okay, we won't be taking off from 01, right? I don't think they have the SS stick, but we'll use it either way. It's okay. Let's just look at what they used in real life. Which runway did they land on? Runway 08. Let's do that. Okay, I think this is what we'll do instead. Since we don't have the seed, I think we'll just put in the waypoints and somehow it still works. So it's okay. This is what we will settle with. 01 right for takeoff and runway 08 for landing. So this part is done. Okay, let's follow our flight plan. Still loading. Alright, think it's done. There we go. Okay, right now we have a higher cruising altitude. We have less fuel needed. I think it's because of the tailwind. So that's pretty nice. So we have 4.4 tons of fuel and we have 90 passengers. It's quite little. And 2.5 tons of cargo. Okay. So let's go back to our simulator here. Now ready, as you have seen, I've already filed our flight plan. So you have the SS-TIC 5 seat, then we'll pass by Cisco and then Red Hot, and then Rocker 2 Star. Then we'll be approaching using the ILS for runway 08. Very nice. Our cruising altitude will be 39,000. So just fill that up right there. Let's reset for everything. So runway 01 right. What is your runway heading? It is 14 degrees. So 14 degrees. Cool. Then now, let's fill in our new weight and balance, which is 4359. So around 4,400. Be good. Okay, this should be fine. We only have 90 passengers today. Quite a light airplane. And we have 2.5 tons of cargo. Okay, we should be fine. So here we are. We are ready to get going again. So let's disconnect the bridge. And before I forget, let's go back and start the report again. Let's set the pre-flight, and then we'll start the flight again. And then turn on the seatbelt signs so that it will start recording. We have someone coming in to land. Who's this? Let's see. Right, our bridge has been disconnected. Let's turn on our beacon lights, and then we can start pushing back. And the tug magically appears. And then let's go ahead and push back. We'll be pushing back to the right side. Then we'll be taxiing to runway 01 right behind. So let's start engine 2. Starting to get used to this new truck. Oh, there you go. Right, we can stop the push here. Detach the tug. Bye bye. Engine 1 is right about stable. Engine 1 is stable. We can start engine 2 is stable, so we can start engine 1. Oh, there's the landing. Ooh, that was quite smooth. Oh no, he floated. I thought he landed already. Come on. Ah, there we go. Finally touchdown. Right, our engine is still starting. And engine 1 is stable. Can switch off our RPU. Everything's on. Let's set 15% for our pitch trim today because they're quite light. So let's do our control check again. Full left, full right, neutral. Full up, full down, neutral. Rudder, full left, full right, neutral. Very nice. Flaps 5 for departure.
Flaps 5 degrees.
And let's tell everyone we are taxiing to runway 1 right. Let's go. We're having a crosswind because the weather is 310 at 15 knots. So you'll just have to be careful about that later on. Brake check. Very nice, it's working. Auto brakes will be max again. So we'll be crossing runway 01 left, and then we'll be entering runway 01 right. Just calibrate this real quick. So let's announce we'll be crossing runway 1 left. more strobe lights.
Flight attendants, take your seats for takeoff. And ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you to direct your attention to the monitors above as we review the safety procedures. Even if you're a frequent flyer, please give it your full attention. Thank you very much. When the seatbelt sign delivers, you must fasten your seatbelt. Insert the metal fittings one into the other, and tighten by pulling on the loose end of the strap. To release your belt, lift the upper portion of the buckle. We suggest that you keep your seatbelt fastened throughout the flight, as we may experience turbulence. There are several emergency exits on this aircraft. Please take a moment now to locate your nearest exit. In some cases, your nearest exit may be behind you. If we need to evacuate the aircraft, floor-level lighting will guide you towards the exit. Doors can be opened by moving the handle in the direction of the arrow. Each door is equipped with an inflatable slide, which may also be detached and used as a life raft. Oxygen and the air pressure are always being monitored. In the event of a decompression, an oxygen mask will automatically appear in front of you. To start the flow of oxygen, hold the mask towards you. Place it firmly over your nose.
Let's hold short of the runway first.
Band behind your head and breathe normally. If you're traveling with a child or someone who requires assistance, be sure your mask on first, and then assist the other person. In the event of an emergency, please assume the braking position as displayed. A life vest is located in a pouch under your seat.
And then we will
When instructed,
sort out our V-speeds.
and remove the vest. Flip it over your head.
There's our V-speeds.
You're at the front.
V1 is 130, V rotate is 135, V2 is 139. Right, so sorry about the disconnection. So we'll be taking off runway 1 right, departing south. Turn on our landing lights. Then we'll be climbing on runway heading of 14 degrees up to 520 feet. Then we'll be turning towards stick, the stick waypoint. And once we overfly it, then we will turn towards Porte, and then from there everything's just controlled by the autopilot. It's all good. And here on runway 1 right, so like I said earlier, we have the crosswind, so we just have to be careful about that. I forgot to. It's okay. Right, take off. 50%. Take off. $100 knots. Whoop, there's the crosswind I'm talking
V1.
about.
Rotate,
Rotate.
V2.
There we go. Positive rate.
Positive rate.
Gear up.
Gear up.
So at 520 feet, we will be turning towards stick. Alright, this should be fine. You can start pitching down. And once we overfly, stick, and then we will go to port. Right, set flaps 1.
Flaps 1 degree.
Alright, since we have overflowed it, so we can turn now. Flaps up.
Flaps up.
Turn off our auto brake.
Let's watch our speed, dumbass.
So we are a little fast. So let's just keep it below 250 knots. So I'd like to show you our chart. So we have to fly at the waypoint port at or below 10,000 feet. As you can see over here, at or below 10,000 feet. I don't think you can see it properly. Hold on. Right, there we go. Below 10,000 feet. So we just have to watch our altitude. I think we passed 10,000 feet already. Oh well, never mind. Turn off our landing lights. Seatbelts can come off as well.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may now move around the cabin. However, we always recommend to keep your seatbelt fastened while you're seated in case you encounter turbulence.
Microphone's making some weird noises. Let's increase our speed to, oh, hold on, 180 knots. And there's San Francisco International Airport below us. So to those who have dropped by, thank you very much for dropping by this stream. So this is one of probably many streams I'll be doing, flying in infinite flight. So I hope you like it. Let's decrease our rate of climb 2000. Quite foggy down there. Right, everyone. All right, everyone. We're now descending via the Rocker 2 star. As you can see over here. Let me make this bigger. Maybe like this. Okay. So right now we are descending. We are flying towards the Honsk waypoint. We have to be flying at or above flight level 240, and then after that we will fly to purple while maintaining an altitude between flight level 220 and flight level 200 at a speed of 280 knots, after which we fly to XL at an altitude between flight level 190 and 17,000, and then to U2 between 16,000 and 14,000 feet at 270 knots, down to Trev, and then down to Rocker. of the rocker, you'll be approaching using the ILS Yankee approach. So here's what it'll look like. Here it is. Simple ILS approach. What's Zulu looking like though? Probably the same, or around the same. Yeah, it's around the same. So we'll take Yankee then. Here it is. ILS Yankee for runway 08 at Burbank. And our minimums is 1,555 feet. We're now descending past flight level 310. So we're still quite a long way. And there we go. We have passed by honks, now descending towards purple. Look at those scenery. Looks amazing. Been here. California is one of my favorite places to fly in, just simply because of the scenery. I mean, in my previous video, I talked about how Philippines has some underrated scenery. Well, it's true. And California has real amazing scenery as well. What a scenic approach, actually. The mountains and everything. I find it really beautiful. Anyways, what's the weather at Burbank look like? 300 degrees at 3 knots. I think it's not that bad. I can still land at runway 08. Right. A weak crosswind. Sending to U2. Magnificent mountains. At U2, you'll have to be at 270 knots. So let's slow down. Look at these mountains. Never knew Burbank actually had a beautiful arrival into it. Maybe once we pass 270 knots, then we can, once we pass 12,000 feet, we can slow down to 250 knots. Should be enough altitude. Slowing down nicely. Right, passing 10,000 feet. Heading lights can come on, seatbelt lights can come on. I see there's a citation on approach. Won't be a problem for us. We still can't contact Burbank. It's still too far. But once we come near enough, we will contact them. Airport is off to our left side, around that area. Still hasn't come out yet. No, it's okay. I go back to my IF assistant. Then let me fill up the new minimums for Burbank Airport. Our minimums is 1,555 feet. Quite a high minimums, but considering there's a lot of terrain around, so once you reach Mickey, you'll start slowing down. I think we can contact them now. Let's announce inbound, landing runway 08, straight in. Let's slow down to 230 knots. Slowing down nicely. Just turn this off real quick. There's the airport down there. Flaps 1.
Flaps 1 degree.
We can slow down to 210 knots. Flaps 2.
Flaps 2 degrees.
Slow down to 200 knots. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5 degrees.
Flaps 10.
Flaps 10 degrees.
Slow down to 180 knots. Flaps 15 can come down
Flaps
as well.
15 degrees.
We'll be turning on final any minute now. We can set our very nice runways are 8. There you go. Slow down to 170 knots to be safe. Put out flaps 25.
degrees.
APBR is making the aircraft go crazy again. There's the airport. in front over there. This is Van Nuys Airport. There's our runway. We're now on final. Runway 08. Our go around altitude is 4,600 feet. So we have now intercepted the glide slope. So that's good. Slow down even further. $160 knots. And there's Van Nuys Airport below us. Alright, you're down.
Gear down.
The brakes medium. It's quite a short run.
Minimums.
Continue. Laps 30.
Flaps 30 degrees. Landing spoilers extended. Landing spoilers extended. Spoilers retracted.
Gentlemen, for your safety and comfort, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the captain turns off the fasten seatbelt sign. This will indicate that we
We'll exit the runway over here.
At this time, you may use your cellular phone as you wish. Please check around your seat for any personal belongings you may have brought on board with you. And please use caution when opening the overhead bin, as heavy articles may have shifted around during the flight. On behalf of the entire crew, I'd like to thank you for joining us on this trip, and we're looking forward to seeing you on board again in the near future. Have a pleasant stay.
Recheck the flaps.
Flaps up.
And turn off our strobes and landing lights. Start AP. Had to land that one hard. The runway is super short. Oh, didn't want to stop here. Hold on. That's where we will park. Right where we left. Right. Welcome to Burbank, everyone. And let's look at the replay. They don't want to start the flight. Never mind, never mind. Just leave. Let's just look at the landings and then we'll call it a day. Put in noon so that we can see something. So this is our landing at San Francisco. Wait for the scenery to load. That's our landing at San Francisco. This is our landing at Burbank. Alright, that's it for this live stream, guys. I thank all of you who dropped by this live stream. I hope that you like this flight and also the new update by Infinite Flight. And I hope to see you all in the next video or live stream. So it's Mega Pilot Joe signing off. Take care.